a modification to use for a standing practice. So if your hips, wrists, or shoulders are tender, so doing the normal practice starts to feel cumbersome, I wanted to give you an option for how you can modify but still challenge yourself standing up in your practice. So let me show you what this practice is going to look like for you. It will be a shortened practice that you can do, and again, it follows that same sequence that we've been using for this 40-day practice. You begin at the back of your mat. Feet are going to be hip distance apart. Standing in mountain pose, we lift our heart, belly draws in, palms face forward. You'll take a nice deep breath in here, and then exhale it out. Inhale, reach the arms out, gaze up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, hands to shins for a halfway lift. And then fold back down on the exhale. Now this is where it gets different. Come through a halfway lift. Start to reach the arms out and forward as you rise up. Stand tall, imagining here that we're in plank, so fingers are flexed back. And then slowly start to bend the elbows, pull the heart through. Come to 90 degrees with those elbows. Now we're in our chaturanga. And then I want you to inhale, start to straighten the arms, pressing them down towards your hips, pull your heart through, gaze up towards the ceiling. This will be your up dog. And then start to press the arms forward, send the hips back, small bend to the knees. This is your downward facing dog. Good. And then stand back to mountain pose. So let's do that again. This is your sun salutation standing up. So inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, hands to shins. Exhale, fold back down. Start to reach the arms out, flex the palms. Rise up to plank, core is engaged. And then hug the elbows and draw the shoulder blades back. 90-degree angle, hold here, engage your core, and then start to lower the arms down as you lift your gaze. Feel the stretch on the front of the belly. And then start to reach the arms forward. Biceps in line with ears, hips draw back, bend to the knees. And then slowly stand back up, mountain pose. Let's do that one more time. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold back down. Let the head be heavy. Reach the arms out. Small bend to the knees. Keep the core engaged. Rise up. Plank. Start to lower down for your chaturanga by drawing the elbows back. Heart pulls through. Good. And then lower the hands down towards the hips. Small upper back bend. Gaze is up. Good, and then press the arms forward, biceps in line with ears, hips come back, bend the knees. And then lower the hands down, mountain pose. Good, so now we'll come through our sequence that you're used to on the ground. So getting strong in that left leg, arms are gonna come back out. So flexing the hands back. If this starts to be sensitive to the wrist, you can keep the arms just reaching out or palms facing each other as well. We want to try and mimic that same position we would be on the ground so that we can get really strong through those arms. So as our wrists and shoulders become stronger, we can take it down onto the mat for our practice. So biceps are in line with the ears, so the arm is about 45 degrees here. I'm going to get really firm in this left leg, small bend to the left knee. Start to draw the right knee up as I bring the elbows down towards the knee, so I'll tuck my chin. And then I'm going to stand back up. If you want to challenge yourself, you'll let that foot hover. Otherwise, you'll tap it down. So let's draw that knee in again. Knee in, arms down. Bend forward. So this is our knee to elbow position. And then rise back up. Turn the palms towards one another. Draw the right knee in. Step the foot forward. So you come into a double bent leg lunge. So we'll stay here. Breathe in. Stay for the exhale. Breathe out. And then start to straighten that front leg. So you can just bring a small straightening to it, Or if you're really challenging yourself, you're gonna straighten that front leg, start to lean back, keep the arms really straight. Rebend that right knee, hands come through heart center. You might lengthen your crescent lunge as you twist to the right. So again, if the twist is too much, left hand to knee, right hand to low back, just gaze over your right shoulder. Otherwise, thumb knuckles to our sternum, we'll twist to the right. Press that back hamstring up towards the ceiling, get really straight with that leg. Come through heart center. Get really light on that back foot, get buoyant as you draw the knee in towards your chest. Good. And then you're going to tip into that airplane. So extend that leg out. Good. So that helps counterbalance us. We're going to come back up, drawing the knee in. So we can either stay here or extend that leg out, and then we sweep that leg back, softly land into a warrior two. So walk the right foot forward, right heel matches inner left arch, arms reach out nice and straight, heart is lifted, belly draws in. Draw the right hip back. Tendency is to just drive the knee forward, and that's going to take the right thigh out of the hip position. If I hug that hip position in, that's going to give my adductors more room to strengthen and root me down. It'll make it a lot less uncomfortable, although it will still be challenging. So gazing over those front fingertips, flip your right palm, keep the legs as they are, reach back to reverse your warrior. So keep that right arm really straight, feel the stretch through the right side body. And then start to straighten the front leg, reach the arm forward, keep a micro bend to that front knee. Maybe hand goes just below the knee to come into triangle. You can keep the left arm up, or maybe the arm sweeps forward for your full triangle pose. Rotate that heart up towards the ceiling any amount. And then start to bend the right knee. Maybe the hand slides down onto the ankle, or right arm lands on your thigh, left arm reaches to the sky. Find what works for you. What I don't want you to do is just dump into the side. So press down. If you're not sure if you can do that, you can even take your hands to your ribs, hook the elbow on the inside of your thigh. Feel the engagement of the right obliques. This will also help you open your heart. I really like this variation here, but give yourself a chance to try any of these. Good. Come back up to warrior two. Turn the hips forward so you're into crescent lunge. And this feels awkward, I know, don't worry. You're gonna step the back foot forward, the front foot back. Now the back heel is still lifted, so I want you to drop that heel down. It's okay to wobble. Drop the heel down. Now you're gonna have to get a little bit of momentum. If that still feels like too much, just kind of hop it back until you lift the right knee up. Now you're gonna reach the arms up. Start to lower them like you're in the plank and reach that leg back for a tiny curtsy. Foot can come down or you can hover. So it's just like we're on the floor doing that curtsy, and then I'm going to bring that right knee out to the side. So I'll turn so you can see. So you come to that nice 45-degree angle with the hips. So you don't have to open it all the way up if that's uncomfortable. 45 degrees is plenty. If you can open the hip all the way up, that's going to help with mobility. And then I'm going to straighten the leg, sweep it back as I reach my arms up. So this is our three-legged dog right here. And then I'm going to bend the elbows. This is our three-legged dog chaturanga. Good. And then just like we did with our sun salutation, you're going to start to lower the arms down, straighten the arms, pull the heart through, keep that back leg hovering for a moment, lower the foot down, mountain pose. So let's go through that on the left side. We'll go through it step by step, and then we'll go a little bit faster. I just want to make sure you guys know how to do each pose. So begin, reach the arms straight up, 45-degree angle, left knee is going to rise. And then draw the arms down. You can keep the knee pretty low. Don't worry if it taps or not. And lower it back down, stand up. Draw it in, maybe it taps. And then maybe it hovers. And then turn the palms towards one another. Lift the left knee, step it forward. So bend that back leg, come into bent leg lunge. Keep the heart lifted, gaze is forward. And then start to straighten that front leg any amount. Keep the gaze on something fixed in front of you. And then rebend. Straighten the back leg, hands come through heart center. You're gonna twist to your left. So again, might need to walk that back foot back a little. If this is too much, right hand to thigh, left hand to low back. So place it flat on the low back, keep the heart lifted, gaze over the left shoulder. Totally up to you. If it feels okay, we'll twist a little bit deeper. Trying to bring those thumbs towards our sternum, drawing the low belly in. And then come through center. Get buoyant in the back leg, and you're gonna rise up. Knee comes up. Now this is different than our traditional practice, but I want you to get used to then sending that leg back, and that's gonna be a little bit higher. Maybe the foot stays lower. And then come back up, knee towards your chest. Maybe extend the leg. Sweep that leg back, come into your warrior two. Front left heel matches back right arch. Arms reach out, heart is lifted. Notice if the thigh is starting to pull away from the hip, hug that thigh bone in so that we can use the strength of our legs and our adductors to engage our core, engage Mula Bandha. That's our pranic energy, our core, our strength. Flip the left palm, reverse it back. Feel the stretch through the left side body. Really lengthen. And then come forward. Maybe hands come onto your ribs. Hook the left elbow on the inside for your extended side angle, which is supposed to be triangle, so that's okay. Reach the arm forward. We make mistakes too. Good. Now you can come into that extended side angle. Rise back up, warrior two. Turn your chest and hips forward. Step the back foot in, step the front foot in. And you can make this really short. Come to the tiptoe, reach the arms up high, lift the left knee. Palms are facing up towards the sky. Lower them down chest level. Sweep that left leg behind for a curtsy. Maybe the foot is just tapping. And then left leg comes out. So it could be 45-degree angle if the hips are tight, or open that hip. Find some mobility. And then lower the knee down. Extend the leg back as you reach the arms forward. Small tip forward. And then bend the elbows. Hug them in. This is your chaturanga. And then straighten the arms down. Lift the heart. Lower the left foot down. Mountain pose. Good. So now we'll go through that sequence. We'll go just a tad bit faster. Not a whole lot. But we'll move a little faster so you can get comfortable with it. Once you feel comfortable with this, you might fuse it with the full 60-minute practice or make this a standalone practice. So it's totally up to you. But let's begin, starting at the back of the mat. Belly draws in, let's begin in mountain pose. Good. Reach the arms up. 45-degree angle. Right knee comes up. Draw the arms down to tap that right elbow to the right knee. Stand back up. Let's do that one more time. Arms come down, knee towards right elbow. Come back up, turn the palms towards one another. Right knee lifts, step forward, bend the back knee, double bent leg lunge. Good. Start to straighten that front leg, any amount. Rebend the right leg, maybe scoot the left back as your hands come through heart center, twist to your right. Good. Come back through center. Right knee is gonna come, left knee is gonna come into your chest. And then send the foot back. Maybe you're in a high airplane, maybe you're coming a little bit lower. Left knee draws back up. Maybe we stay here, extend the left leg out. Sweep the left foot behind you, come into warrior two. Flip your right palm, reverse it back. Start to straighten the front leg, come to triangle pose. Any variation. Bend the right knee, come into extended side angle. Rise back up, warrior two. Turn the hips and chest to the front. Walk the back foot in, walk the front foot in. Flatten the back foot, draw the right knee in towards your chest. Start to lower the arms chest level. Press the imaginary floor away as you come into a curtsy. Maybe it's hovering, maybe it taps. And then draw the right knee out to the side, 45 degrees, or open the hip as much as you can. Start to straighten that leg. Reach the arms to that 45-degree angle. And then bend the elbows. Hug the shoulder blades back. Start to straighten the arms. Keep that back foot hovering. And then release, mountain pose. Other side, reach the arms up, 45 degrees, biceps in line with ear. Left knee lifts any amount, and then start to crunch down. Left elbow towards left knee. And then rise back up. One more time. Left knee, left elbow, tap. Rise up. Good. Palms face one another. Left knee lifts. Step it forward. Double bent leg lunge. Start to straighten that front leg. Lean back. Good. Rebend. Straighten the back leg. Hands come through heart center. Twist to your left. Come back through center. Right knee is going to draw in towards your chest, and then use that core strength to start to send that heel back any amount into your airplane. Maybe we're a little more forward, maybe a little more upright, totally up to you. Draw the right knee up towards your chest. Extend the right leg out. Sweep the leg back, warrior two. Beautiful. Flip the left palm, reverse it back. Straighten that front leg, reach forward, keep a micro bend, triangle pose. Rebend that left knee, come into extended side angle, maybe bicep in line with the ear, rotate that heart up towards the ceiling. Rise back up, warrior two. Turn the chest and hips towards the front of your mat. Step the back foot in, step the front foot in, any amount, let the back foot be flat. Left knee lifts up, arms reach up. Start to lower the arms down. Sweep the left foot behind you for your curtsy. And then draw the left knee out to the left side any amount. Maybe it's 45 degrees, maybe we're opening it more. And then arms start to reach up, leg reaches back, 45 degrees. And then bend the elbows, pull the heart through. Start to straighten the arms. Hips come forward, release down, mountain pose. Let's do that one more time each side. Reach the arms up, 45 degrees. Right knee lifts, arms lower down. Just one time tap. Extend, palms face each other. Lift the right knee. Step it forward, double bent leg lunge. Hands come to heart center. Start to straighten that front leg. That's going to help create that inner connection, drawing everything inward. And then rebend, twist to your right. Come back to heart center. Left knee comes to your chest. Beautiful. Send it back for airplane. Left knee comes back up. Maybe extend it. Sweep the left leg back, warrior two. Flip your right palm, reverse. Move through triangle, reach forward, let the right hand land, left arm flies. Bend the right knee, extended side angle, any variation. Come back up, warrior two. Turn your hips and chest forward. Step the back foot in, step the front foot in. Back foot is flat. Reach the right knee up as you reach the arms up. A lot of core strength, a lot of leg strength here. Good. Lower the hands down, chest level. Sweep the right leg behind you, any amount for your curtsy. Find the balance. And then draw the right knee out to the right side. Hold. Beautiful. Straighten that leg. Reach the arms forward. Point the toe. And then start to bend the elbows. Find that chaturanga. And then lift up. Press down. Mountain pose, one more side. 45-degree lift to the arms. Left knee rises. Elbow to knee. Rise up. Palms face one another. Lift the left knee. Step it forward. Double bent leg lunge. Start to straighten that front leg again. Hands to heart center can help pull all of that energy in, help feel you more stable. Make you feel more stable. Bend the left knee. Twist to your left. It's getting all jumbled. Come back through center. Right knee comes in towards your chest. Sweep it back, airplane. Any variation. Rise up, bring the knee with you. Extend it forward, find that strength. Sweep the right leg back. Warrior two. Good, flip the palm reverse. Move through triangle, so straighten that front leg, reach forward. Find your fullest expression today. And then extended side angle. Open that heart. Rise back up, warrior two. Turn the hips and chest towards the front of your mat. Step the back foot in, front foot in. Flatten that back foot. Draw the left knee in. Lower the arms down chest level. Sweep that left leg behind. Find your curtsy. And then open that left knee up and out and aim out. Straighten the left leg. Point the toes. Reach the arms 45 degrees. Hold here. You could always have the toe down. And then bend the elbows. Pull the heart through. Keep the belly drawn in. Squeeze the shoulder blades. And then straighten the arms. Lift the heart. Mountain pose. Beautiful. Find your way onto your mat. Lie down. Take a full body stretch. Woo. It is challenging. A lot more balance involved here, but it helps to work the hip stabilizers, work our glute medius. Hug your knees into your chest. Rock side to side. Good, and then you're gonna grab the outer edges of your feet. Come to happy baby. If this feels like your shoulder blades are lifting up and your tailbone is really high, grab your ankles or shins so you can rest your shoulder blades down, let the tailbone be heavy. If you are grabbing the outer edges of your feet, I want you to imagine pulling the outer edges of your feet down as you try and push your inner arches up towards the ceiling, creating space for those hips. And then if you want to take any sort of rocking side to side, certainly you can do that. Or just find stillness, close your eyes. Breathe in here. Exhale it out. Then bring the knees softly in towards your chest. Hands on top of the kneecaps. Make some circles clockwise. Massage the low back. And then go ahead and come counterclockwise. Good. Let the feet plant. Tee the arms out. And lift the hips. Shift them over to the left just about a half an inch or so. And then drop the knees over to the right. This could be a good thing to place a block between the knees to help stack the hips. This will help make it a little less intense on the low back, but also align the spine for you. So if you have a sensitive low back, a block between the thighs is a really good option. I'm not going to stay here long. Just a little supine twist to rebalance our core as well as our mind. Come through center, plant the feet for just a moment so you can lift the hips, shift them to the right about an inch, and then drop the knees over. And again, you can take that block long ways, stack the knees. That can help align the hips and thighs. Really great way if you're starting this practice early in the morning to open up the low back after a night of sleep. And then come back through center. And just lift the hips for a moment enough to reset them. And then extend the legs out, let the toes turn out, palms roll up towards the ceiling, close your eyes. Take a full breath in through the nose. Part your lips side out, let it go. Just take a moment here, allowing yourself to be really heavy in the back of the body. Feeling the heaviness rooting you down. But also noticing this light airiness that elevates your heart. See if you can relax any amount more. Release the space between your eyebrows. Let your jaw go slack. Feel the openness to your chest. Allow the belly to be soft. The hips to roll open as the thighs roll outward. Calves and heels root down into the mat below. The heart lifts a little higher to the earth above. Give yourself permission this morning or evening to let go of your thoughts, let go of your breath, and experience what it feels like in this moment to just be. Slowly bring your awareness back to your breath. Take a deep breath in. Fill your cup up for the day with all that you need. Part your lips and sigh out anything you don't. Bringing awareness back to the body, bringing small movements to your hands and feet. And then reaching your arms overhead, take a full body stretch. Roll onto your right side, pause there for a moment in gratitude for showing up on your mat, but more importantly, for showing up in your life. Slowly press your way up to seated. And when you arrive there, bring your hands to heart center, close your eyes. Take this moment here to really feel the energy moving through your body. Bowing your head slightly in gratitude for exploring the space on your mat, exploring the space of your mind, and exploring the space of your breath. To truly understand who you are, your true Sat Nam. Keeping your hands at heart center, let this be a reminder of a precious gift that each one of us share, that is life. Remember, if something is not serving you in this moment, just press your hand against your heart and know that this is a reminder that there is an ability to change. As long as you can feel your heart beating beneath your hands, there is always an opportunity to change something in your life. Bring your thumb knuckles to your lips. Let this be a reminder to keep your words sweet and uplifting to one another and kind and compassionate to yourself. Drawing your thumb knuckles to your third eye, bowing your head down. Remember that no matter what is going on in the world around you, that ultimately everything you need already exists within you. Thank you so much for sharing your light, your love, your community, and practice with me. As always, I look forward to the next time we can meet on the mat. Namaste.